Well, hello and good afternoon. We're here on the Earthbound Super Series, the premier destination for Earthbound racing action. Today, we have a huge danger bracket, matchup between Sitake on the left and Kelie on the right. We're going to get underway here really shortly. This is the ancient cave, so what we're going to see is 9 floors of stitched together earthbound rooms. The enemies are going to be random. Their names are going to be random. We're going to start with all the kids, level 1. And we got to get to the end, fight full power guy, I guess, with their assistant and do all of that fun stuff. And these flags, we don't get Jeff, so our boom booms, our pow pows, our pew pews, those all off the table. And additionally, there are skips. We saw the backside of Belch there, which Fly Honey would take us somewhere. What are those called? I'm like blanking on the name. The sanctuary spots are free heals. Some pretty good stuff. And that shop on floor 1, but we have no money, so probably not gonna buy that. Oh, I'm 1 free fits on commentary, by the way. I kind of just jumped in because there's a lot of action so far, and I want to make sure. Hometab, this is some good early defense. So yeah, ultimately our runners, they're looking for offense. We're looking for the tools we need to defeat Gygus, or Googie, as we might refer to them. The certain pendants, usually there's some Jeff weapons as part of it, so I think it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. We can't rely on the reliability of bottle rockets and bazookas. We're seeing a sanctuary boss, so Kelie has reached into floor 1, dealing with a Thugatron pretty easily. Psychic power very strong. Does not need really equipment to do well. Sake heading on their way. The nature of the cave kind of branching. I get lost easily. Ooh, we're seeing another skip location pretty early on. Floor 2, the monkey caves. Those are also skips. We give them an item, they get out of the way, and that will take us to some floor. We'll figure it out when we see. The sanctuary spots will tell us, although I think Hitman will also tell us where we're at, so. Some dogs coming out in the desert. It's a decent amount of loot here. Checking the shop, getting them a healing item. Not a lot of entrances out here. A lot of big open space. Definitely some treasures. And we got double sunstroke being outside for, 10 seconds there. Classic desert. A nice green swirl there. Spooky mouse. I see that Pooh, the kids' abilities are shuffled around, so Pooh is our prayer prince today. They will be responsible for doing the final damage to Gygus at the end. Which is interesting. Pooh can still wear pendants for the elemental resistance, but it will lower their defense unless we find his specific gear, which I think it's the diadem that gives him the protection we would want. Oh. Skip ahead, finding a town for sitake, coin of slumber, worth a lot of money. Decent defense item. The towns are always to me interesting because there's so many entrances. Typically there's some loot that we can find. IQ helping us get more psychic points. Ooh. Free heal. Ooh. A wet towel is one of our monkey skip items. Other than that, kind of a disappointing desert shop. We have double deserts going on, a lot of sunstroke risk. I hope the kids got sunscreen. Ooh. I thought sitake got in there, but instead having to deal with an outrageous partner. I guess they're outraged. Or do they make everyone outraged? Anyway, they're gone. Kelie shopping it up. Taking out some cash. Pretty close so far. It'll be kind of hard to tell until we start to get closer to the bottom floors. We have the Jeff kit right there, but no need. Sorry, arms dealer. Although bombs would still be nice. Seeing Dalam. It looks like, yeah, I looked away when sitake has jumped ahead, hanging out on 6. Dealing with some sullied foppies for a pretty solid amount of experience. A little sewer trip. Don't always love to see that. Very slow to walk through. Get a free heal. That's nice. Dungeon Man, another kind of big area with like, oh, there could be a lot of baddies in here. Sitake doing a great job of using the terrain and their movement. Yeah, I definitely, what floors we're on is a rough estimate by, we try to gauge a little bit by the loot boxes will help us how strong enemies are. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I see 6 for sitake and I see 3 for Kelie, which I believe we know 3 for sure. We don't. 6 is question mark? Ooh, that's pretty hard. A punch. That feels like a floor 6 punch. This seems like a lot of experience here. We'll look at the boxes and we can get a little bit more info. Sword of Kings, that doesn't tell us a ton. Trying to despawn. Magic Tart, yeah, 6 or 7. Or 8. Nah. Ooh, eyeballs. I don't know. I won't speculate too much, but it is kind of a fun part of doing commentary. Ooh, we're seeing... I see a hieroglyph. These are nice because they have the vanilla amount of experience and are a nice boost for like a low-level party that will let us kind of not worry so much about our power for the next couple floors. Platinum bands. Like if I was gonna wager, I would say we're on 6 right now. But but I wouldn't. I would wager your money on that, but not my own, because I don't feel very certain about it. Putting an X and mouse down, I like that. If we find, oh, because we find the carrot key. That's a skip here into lot. Take starting to run a little bit low on the psychic points. I saw a lucky sandwich. I think we can end this fight before the roll down. Very nice. Ooh, almost snuck through. These will punch pretty hard, although nice move using that turn to equip the band. Yeah. They are definitely hitting. We're gonna try to blast through this. We don't really have great weaponry, so it's gonna be all on. They do go down. That looked to be about 21k experience. Very nice. Obviously, it's bigger because it's only 2 ways. I imagine no Jeff means we get levels easier because it's only split 3 ways. Oh, okay. This is, I don't like a lot of spawns here. Very long. Earth pendant. That's giving more 7 now that I think about it. Maybe even 8. It's definitely one of the things that we're looking for. Yeah, get those Tessies out when you need to be reassured. Always good to get away with them getting out of a mushroom fight without receiving any head mushrooms. I don't like the looks of those enemies. What we got? Oh, super bombs. That's huge. They also had, you know, selling a chicken, getting 1 more bomb. For my limited ancient cave experience, one can never have too many super bombs. Particularly if we don't really have a Ness weapon. We have seen a Sword of Kings, so like Bapu is currently down. Ooh, we're going after the slimy pile. This robust blah bombs. Nice. Having to cash in those bombs, but surviving and getting a huge amount of experience. This is scary. But we got out of it. Where? Now this is, can we find, do we know where heal is? Do we know where? Oh, that would tell us where we're at. Ah, doctor, we don't have enough cash. I got a bad case of ATM needs. I'm sorry. teddy bear. I don't know. Nope. Gone. A thing that I think distinguishes an experienced Earthbound player is, I would say, the ability to feel that there are enemies off screen by like detecting a little bit of lag. Oof, rough. That's the cave life. I don't think that was really like that far back, and they are getting a nice free heal. So I think sitake is still in. Feeling good, even though it always is rough to get that sort of wipe. It's kind of the price of skipping, is we often find ourselves under leveled, under geared, under resourced. And so fights are very scary until we get some of that stuff, which either takes money or we're finding more boxes. Unfortunately, it's kind of gross right now. Trash can ghost usually can't be hurt with freeze, so having to use the fire there. Spooky ghost. We're not that far from that heal again. We might turn back or press on. Oh, this. Smart hitting up that one. A lot of times, certain enemy types won't jump in together. Oh, we got a little skippy skip. Kelie's side, a double skip. We're gonna see what's up. Okay, we know where that is, sort of. We have no idea where that is, but we know this is deeper. Because we have seen sitake here. We know at some point, somewhere in ONET spits out that pyramid exit. Summers. A Yeti sighting. Does anyone else see that? An Umara. Oh no. Umaru! I saw 7 is Starman. And 8 is Electrospectre. Got a little tend to village action. Oh, we've seen the back of this. Oh, ONET is 4. I would say we're taking the fight just for that knowledge alone. And we feel like there's some sort of 4 to 7. Pencil eraser, was that it? Okay. I've seen this. Oh no. Oh no. The enemies are getting in here. Luckily, these weren't the loaded. These weren't the dice I was worried about. Chat with the good luck for our runners. I would say very close. I think right now, Sitake has more information. Nice green squirrel. Get away. Run, run. That roach not wanting to despawn. Another green. Very nice movement. I would say that's another trait that distinguishes these high-level racers of Earthbound versus the somewhat casual racer of Earthbound, or like me, is just like the consistency we see with a lot of the swirling versus when I do it, it's kind of like I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're in Belch Base. This UFO is pretty nasty here. It's bringing a lot of beams. We're having to use a lot of psychic points. And it's shielding. I don't think either runner is feeling like they have a lot of physical offense. Like we have like very little. It's a lot of magic going on. Oh, a waiter, sir, ma'am, your drink. We do not have the king banana. Your beverage? Ah, got caught by the waiter. Oh no. Paula, having been alive a lot and like carrying, is pretty high level for Sitake. And I do see, ooh, we got poison. We got poo down. Uh-oh, another villager. Oh, a trick. Unfortunate, a wipe there. Not too far, I think, of a setback there. We got like still got the desert to kind of roam around and, but probably just a screen or two back. Sitake has located a hospital, getting everyone back up, getting some money, getting a pendant. Platinum bands could be equipped, but they are really a huge pile of money that we don't lose when we die. And so I imagine doing a little clean out here. Earth pending going on poo. Some more skips here. Hamburgers being handed out. Oh, I missed the number on that. Oh, this is 7 for sure. Starman Deluxe. Rough. a lot of magic, and I feel like maybe if they don't start with Psi Shield, they can cast it. They can also call for help. Ooh, I believe Kelie is also on 6 because of the because Dungeon Man is either 6 or 7. It might be 7 because we didn't really ever see a Sank. Ugh. Starstorms. Using looks like Psi Shield to try to get the shields down. Yeah, we knew it was that one. I know is 7 from the hint man we saw. It just really, I feel like unless there was a Sitake may have taken a skip from 6 to 7. I just don't remember seeing the Sanctuary 6 boss fight, you know? Where are we now? 3. Rain Pendant, very nice. The Starman fight getting a little spicy. If we can take the dreary alien down. So much shielding going on. Mirroring. Here we go. Alien off. Beams on beams. We're gonna throw Starstorms maybe too. Oh my goodness. Bouncing stars. That's what Sitake was hoping for. Unfortunately, not enough. What? Really going deep into the bag of tricks there. They could have had that. I think had a little bit more Starstorms been getting tossed out there. But we love a big brain use of the mirror ability. We do have some money, and we do have like charm coins here. We got a couple of like high value items. We're gonna take that money and go to a different shop. Ooh, mailbox block. Oh. Penguin jumped. The Shrewd Treater. Nice green squirrel from Kelie over there. Venomous dog. Returned to the dust. Some hot sauce. Oh, house. Checking out the house skip? I didn't even think about that. Is this Mole Cave? I hope this is backwards, because Mole Cave, like a Mole Cave floor 9 would be not my favorite. Ooh, free charm coin. The bottom of Fire Springs. I guess, yeah, I mean, seeing Starman Deluxe, I also would be like, can we find a skip ahead of, can we find a skip to 8, you know, like, that's another, I think, thinking about the options move that I, in the midst of the ancient cave, would have probably not have thought of. That's a lot of super bombs, and we got a show ticket. We got a backstage pass. Where are they taking us? Doesn't look good. So kind of looking for the way forward out of 3 for Kelie. Sitake kind of gaining, I guess, strength to make a move back towards. The Starman fight. Ooh, we got the pizza number. That's pretty clutch. We got jumped by a presence on the way out, though. Oh no, some records and some coffee. We're flinging out the spells. Ooh, tough. The deeper we get, the more painful those reds can be. Not only them getting a free turn on us, but having the, you know, normal odds to run away. Kelie confirmed on 6. Are they able to high-five each other? Some slugs. Excuse me, snails. They're shellless. I'm seeing levels in like the 30s-ish. The kids are definitely different levels because of the some people being alive, but I think, yes, our runners are really close to one another in location. I think Sitake still has the information and level edge. But Kelie has a pocket full of super bombs. And that may be the key to getting off of floor 7. That's going down for Kelie, but the other two still up. The other two really bringing, I think, the main offensive firepower. Nice green swirl on the UFO, although the PK favorite thing is nice DPS that comes out of Ness, which we need from time to time. Where's Tucson? Oh my goodness. So many mice. Ooh, ooh. Nuclear rats. They are dropping the hammers down. They're fast. They're smashing. They're bashing. They won. Too many mice. All right, we're back. Round 2. Sitake versus Starman Deluxe. They have more levels. They have more abilities. They, I think, have a lot more psychic points than the last time. Getting the shield up. We're gonna try to get some brain shock popping. Blocks the thorn. Feeling strange. Beat himself. One more should. Stormed. Okay. Shield down. Now we're sending it. Re-upping the shield. Oh, a beam. Snuck a beam in there. But Pooh is quick. Oh, another beam. They're confused, but their aim is on point for some reason. Ooh, very, very quick fingers. Gets us back in the fight. Resuming the attack here. Using the betas to be more psychic point. And yes, they get through. A lot of experience. Starman Deluxe endgame boss. At Sanctuary 7, gonna be big XP numbers. And a heal right on the other side, and a save. So we're on 8. We're in, new territory. Kelie really loading up the bags with bombs. Saturn ribbon, very nice. Yeah, like no open flame around Kelie's backpacks right now. We're gonna need to put like a hazmat sign on that team. A gutsy bad. Oh, that's a web. A pixie bracelet. That's some good stuff. Nice little find there. Oops, sneaking, dodging. Sitake and Starman, and yeah, the base. Ooh, okay. Nice green. A little zigzag with the door buffer. This is so advanced, unbelievably advanced play we're seeing from both runners. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Revitalizer. A shop. Money. Ooh, our revives. This is the first ones we've seen, I think, for sale. Neither are runners carrying around like pockets full of cash, necessarily. Another Earth Pendant. And we're heading to potentially 9 here for Sitake. This is a very fast pace. But we have, of course, more shields to deal with. We do have some better weps. No, we don't. That's Kelie. We're still pretty... Sitake is still pretty Psy reliant. I think that was the third flash. So, yes, shield is down. We have not seen a Franklin badge for Sitake. So we're getting a little preview. Bringing the ice. Ooh, Pooh goes down, unfortunately. Gotta redistribute our bombs. Get the sword on the prince. The prince who was promised. The prayer prince. Kelie getting closer. With about a dozen super bombs in the chamber. Well, really picking on Ness. We're gonna try to auto fight out of it. Oh, get a heal in. We got side blocked. Electrospector down though. Huge pile of experience. Unfortunately, Pooh is the one we want to probably get more hit points. But you take any fight you can walk away from in Ancient Cave. And ooh. And we're walking away from that one, maybe to find peek a couple more of oh no. Of the entrances that are close by here. Oh yeah, because we got a heal there. And a save. That was a long fight. It's worth the time taking the save there, in my opinion. Like to see that. Just trying to go in a restaurant and get ambushed by an alien. Sitake, floor 9. We got some rainy well. It's so far empty. Ooh. It's a pretty big open area. Ultra Gorge Starman. I do love that shade of purple. It is gorgeous. I'll agree. We have a mountain processor. The beams are not what we're worried about. Runaways are... I mean, so far the Starman just like... cast Psychic Shield and then... healing is trying to res people. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Dang. That was a lot of runaway attempts. Kelie fighting the 6 sink spot. Which would confirm for them, I think. What floor are they on? Ooh. That was a lot of damage on that continuous attack. Ooh, that's a lot of... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over there. These are just big open areas with a lot of spawn tiles. They always make floor 9 very spicy. Kelie taking down that barf pile pretty easy. Moonbeam gun, throw that away. That's trash. Ooh, okay. It's an extra mouse. Wait a minute. Actually, we like to see this on 9, right? Because they're gonna be weak enemies. And there's a lot of treasures in here. It's actually the breather. Ooh, a beetle. Just throw it on the ground. The kind glop goes down. Ooh, duck skib. Masterful. Magic fry pan. Psh, get it out of here. Ooh, going for the swoop. Got a little caught. That's okay. Just absolutely looting the brick road, getting a lot of goods. A lot of goods. Getting a lot of those classic weird. Ooh. Now there's gonna be good loot here. But I don't necessarily love a Moonside floor 9. That's like one of the hubs. All the pendants we could want. Franklin badges? Nada. Ooh, I mean, this will just be a robot. It's really hard to dodge those when you're coming in, when I'm coming in from like the not normal ways, you know? Like, we do have the highest freeze powers. We will need Pooh alive at some point, and this is gonna be a scary. Nice. That's a huge, huge find on floor 9. Star pendants. I think Kelie's on. Did we miss them? Skipping? Yes. They are right behind. There's a lot of action in Ancient Cave, and I'm only one fits, but exciting. We don't know if what's the right way is, though. You know, this is a long, gross screen full of danger. That ends. But the full king side. But Kelie is not that many screens back. I don't think either player has revive. And Kelie has over 12 super bombs, 2 sitakes, single bag of Dragonite, but so good. All right, here we go. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on Kelie here, but we're gonna turn the focus on the big bad, the nasty from the pasty, Gygus, aka the swamp hoop punk. Paralyze hit. That makes his phase a lot safer. Okay, the shields are down, but I mean, that's just kind of bad. The shields are down. If we can get through this. Ooh, big hits. The speed. Ooh. Asai is not gonna let us get that off. Oh no. Let's see, poop back up. We must have had at least, yeah. This fight is going real fast and there's a lot going on. All right, we're through phase one. Kelie is so close to their own Gygus fight. Doing some brain shock. Not having no thunder protection. Checks out. Oh no. We got strangeness. Alright, we fixed it. Ooh, ooh. 2 solid hits. Running low on psychic points. Oh, I think on the other side, I believe, yeah. On the other side of this is Gygus, so Kelie in the home stretch, but we do have disgusting Starmen trying to ruin our day. We're just trying to master some turns, recover. Freeze off. Ooh. But Pooh's down. And they have prey. Do we have another one? We don't. Kelie just getting caught in this like forever bad fight against this deadly combo. Here we go. I think sitake is starting a little bit farther ahead here. But now can afford those horns of life. Gonna be much better geared for this next try. And having the exit mouse, boom, right back in. Okay. Because Kelie is also very quickly right back to where they were. The shield off. Rouse's lands. This is just a very bad, disgusting screen to get through. And full of danger. Ugh. The wombo combo. Digging in the bag. It's bomb time. I love this play. We don't need all those bombs. Right, side shield is down on sitake's side, but they are through. Much better position going into phase 2 this time. Kelie has gotten the Dumpstar Man. Trying to get away from this other one. Alright, phase 2. Throwing psychic power. Going with the brain shock again. Kelie getting away. Everyone's still upright. Here we go. Ah. Dragonite out for sitake. They've got a couple of horns of life. Running low on the psychic points. One tard chomped on by the prayer prince. A little help from Gygus lining themselves. Side power missing. Alright, we're through that phase. Ness has got a lot of psychic points to keep Pooh alive. And it's pray to win time. No Franklin badge, so this could still get gross. And it looks like a late Psy Storm, making it a little spicy to start. Kelie. We're getting some more brain. We're getting brain shock back up. Mitigating this is the idea, I think, behind the brain shock approach. Because if we get double hit on Pooh, they will go down. We have to spend more time doing the things, and we don't have infinite revives. But Kelie with the bomb powers here. Is there enough runway for Kelie to catch the sitake with the power of heavy ordnance? We're out of bombs. Holo goes down for Kelie. Kelie through to their phase 3. Bud. Sitake on phase 4. 2 more. Wow. What a hit. That would make my heart skip a beat as a player. We almost got it. That is, it hit for 171. Get those GGs out there for sitake. Last input. Kelie, so close. Like, right on the heels, you know? And even made up ground on that Geigus action, but when the 67. That's a lot. Kelie's got like 4 more prayers after this. A very fast cave from both runners. They were really sending in, I think, pushed the pace in terms of pressing through floors. We're making the plays to catch up on the levels. Didn't get too much, you know, bogged down in the kind of badness that comes from skipping ahead like 5 or 6 floors. But between 2 very talented runners, a lot of times it can come down to the little things. Just a couple of red swirls or green, you know, and who knows? But Kelie got 1 more here. And we got it. So close. So very close. The power of Super Balls nearly were the swing in the positive direction. But I think, yeah, we saw some great plays. We saw Starman Deluxe be a wall, and not a permanent one. Our runners eventually both kicked it down. And it looks like we are going to get Kelie in for an interview. Welcome, GG's.
Hello, GG. God damn it! I lost again to sitake, bro. Still all defeated to them. Come on.
It was oh so close.
Yes. I can bet already. I don't know how he managed to find floor 9. My first bet would be the backstage pass, probably. The back of backstage pass. I don't know. How did it get to floor 9?
I believe the very similar path to yourself. I think Sitake skipped ahead further earlier. But we saw him pretty quickly into like the dungeon man area.
Yes, I mean I was there like in like 25 minutes, half an hour. Yeah, if he was in dungeon man, he probably have did the same thing as I did.
And then they had a guy gets wipe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And we're able to go get a couple of revives, get in there in like better shape.
Did he have
and get through? But the bombs really made up a lot of time because their offense was really psychic power based, and so it was a little bit slower for them, particularly in phase 2. Whereas even having to bomb those very annoying the wombo combo of enemies on floor 9 that was giving everyone a little trouble.
The Ruby Fog, I guess. At first I was so stubborn trying to defeat them, but realized two things. At first I was like, I have some kids that are faster than them sometimes, and sometimes they are slower. Having the nuclear robot being 50% resistant, whereas in vanilla it is like 99% resistant to freeze. Is that right?
I'm gonna say yes. Let me look.
Yes, I
think chat disagrees, but
Sense was a huge trouble, and I didn't realize that he had so much HP and he never bashed and only healed, and I lost so many times, and I could have run away. Instead I took a wipe here, and to me that made the difference. I thought I would have to chain greens and try to get along this room, and turns out when I ran away I was like yes, so I managed to get through without any encounter. I knew this was Gagas, I was pretty certain. I'm sad but happy of what I've done.
yeah, an incredible performance, and I would say definitely praiseworthy effort. I think both of you were showing some high level playoff overall. What was your favorite moment of either this match or any of the matches
Well,
in this tournament?
I think pretty much this is in my last game versus Static Pulse. That end of floor 8 boss into floor 9 was atrocious, and I managed to pull it through miraculously. Like this was just a miraculous run where I got super lucky and managed to pull it through. When I made the beginner and skip sandwich skip, I was so mad to see that the skip sandwich skip door was at Foresight department store where I burned my exit mouse as well. I was hoping like kind of what happened with Chargos, where the fresh check to rulers was like floor 2 to 5 to 9. I was hoping for the same thing, but it was just 2 to 5 and 2 to 4, even worse. So I was kind of disappointed when I saw that. Yeah, that's about it.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I know we have, I believe another, yeah, we have another danger bracket
Yes, this is a loser's
match
final
here,
afterwards.
going right into the finale, and I know I'll be handing off commentary to a couple of other, definitely more knowledgeable and talented ancient cave players than myself. But again, I would say great effort out there, and yeah, I'm excited to see some more ancient cave action coming up.